I love my game room down here. I'm very fortunate and very lucky to have such a great space with so many awesome things down here. Games, consoles, and TVs, everything really. And I especially love all the light stuff I have down here. I've rambled before about my light systems down here, and for the most part, all the lights you see, from the light curtains over there to the wall over here, are Govee lights, which I'm not really sponsored by. I don't make any money from them, but I do recommend them. I do endorse them because they are great. I've had no problems with any of their stuff, and they really do make some good stuff. That being said, there's always room for improvement down here, but in little ways. Last year during Black Friday, I couldn't help myself. They had a 100-foot long strip of these LED lights on these Govee LED lights, and they're beautiful, and I couldn't say no. Now, 1 year later, they look really, really dated. This whole thing of LED strips is kind of giving me 2019 vibes or college dorm room vibes, and frankly, they just don't look that good. They're kind of a pain, and they just reflect in every single thing. I thought about just flat out getting rid of them and pulling them off the wall, and I didn't have a replacement at the time, but then I saw this. Now, shipping label mess aside, these are these Govee string downlights, and I'm going to use these here, not to replace all this, because this used to run all the way over here around the door, all the way over here on this side. It actually used to go to that wall as well, so I'm not going to replace all that. This is coming down here. The rest of the strip, which is behind the door here, up in the rafters, is buried. That's coming down, and then all this is coming down over here. But what I needed was a solution for this hallway here. See, when we have game nights, a lot of people use this hallway here to go to the food side of the basement over there. The food side, yeah. We have a food side of the basement. So they use that hallway to go to the food side of the basement, so I did want some kind of light still. But this is a little bit better because these are directionally down, and hopefully they won't make the same kind of reflective mess that these current RGB lights do. Now, don't get me wrong, these are still nice. If you like light strips, they look great. They have a lot of light modes, they go with music, so they're definitely not a waste of money, just the look of it down here. It doesn't go with the vibe, let's say. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but the big issue really has been, first off, time. It's been a very few busy weeks at school, and even then I'm still behind on a lot of stuff up to and including my actual responsibilities. And on top of that, when I pull these down, I know I'm gonna have to deal with a mess of painting and touch-ups. Like, I put some 3M strips to kind of like gauge it a little bit so I can pull it off a little easier, but it's still going to be kind of nightmare-inducing for how much paint is going to come off the wall when I move these. And I really wasn't looking forward to that. See, once I do this, I'll have to paint around it, and I don't want to. But the good news is I do have more time off, and now or never. So the first thing I'll do is I'll pop these open. These are string down lights. They look pretty cool. I don't have the long ones. These are 16 feet. They come up to very long lengths. There's like a couple hundred feet. There's like whole home ones. I want to see what we get here and how I'm going to run this. That'll determine what my next course of action is. Got my power adapter, the LED drivers here, this controller here, which you can use to turn off manually. You're not going to want to, though. You'll use the app on your phone. This also acts as a mic pickup, so when you want to sync it to music in your basement, your game room, whatever, that's what that's for too. And then, for the first time, I can see these actual scones, or sconces, or whatever they're called. I don't know. Scone? No, it's a sconce. Scone is a pastry. We got hanging materials here. This is probably the worst packed Govee product I've bought ever, but these are kind of cool. So you get the idea what's going on here. Oh, they are bound. Okay, so there you go. This is what they look like. And what they do is they mount to the wall flush with this tape here. So pretty much like this. And then they have a down effect. So the goal is to start probably here, but I'll start here with the sconces, and I'll run the power over here, this right behind, I think I can. So you'll never see the power itself. I'll plug it on that side of the basement, the utility side, and we'll go from there. But before we even get to that point, first things first, let's get these old light strips unplugged and taken down, and I'll complain about that while we're doing it. Actually, first things first, let's just test these out to make sure they all turn on, because you don't want to put them all up there and all of a sudden you're having to redo things. So let's see if we get power. I think they're all working. You can see them all. Yeah, okay. Well, I like these already a lot better than these strip lights, so this might be something I buy for other parts of the basement too. But that looks good so far. Let's unplug them and let's get them over here. Wow, I was just staring directly in those. Wow, those are bright. They have diffusers too. Okay, anyways, let's get these down. Yep, this is gonna be a mess. Okay, so you can see that I have a whole mess of these wires, and the worst part is because they have that adhesive on the back, they're sticking to each other, so this is gonna be really unpleasant to take apart. That's okay, we're gonna start doing it. I guess we can just start by unplugging it right away. I'm not really an electrician, just kind of proving that point. Okay, you know what the next step is? Get a hammer. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Those free? Yeah, okay. This here is a controller for the curtains. Oh boy. Oh God. No. We're gonna have a lot of painting to do. Because I don't know how I'm gonna get this out of here, because a lot of it's gonna be fed through here. Okay, there's the end of it. I found the end. That's good. Oh, what did I do wrong? Who did this? What idiot did this? Who decided this was a good idea? I knew it was a bad idea when I did this. Oh, they're still tacked up there, you moron. Well, no wonder why they won't come down. This is the most poorly done thing I've ever done. I don't know why I decided this was a good idea. This was not a good idea, and now I'm gonna pay for it because I gotta feed this. It's gotta come back up through there somehow. I think it comes up through here, right? I don't want to, because I'm also interfering with the lights. What are you stuck on? Whatever you do, never, ever, ever, never again buy light strips. Never do it again. This is an absolute mess. It's a nightmare, and we were trying to be careful when we hung these up. We are doing untold amount of damage to the wall here. Let me tell you, if you're in an apartment or somewhere else where you're renting, and if you're in a nice room, like let's say you have a nice bedroom or something, jeez, this stuff sticks better to the floor than it did to the walls. These are going right in the garbage. This is a waste of $30. I shouldn't have bought these. Oh my God, I'm regretting this right now. I knew it would take the paint out. That's not a problem. It sucks, but I knew it was going to happen. But it's pulling the drywall paper right off. Now, luckily, it's the basement, and I'm not that concerned about how it looks, so I'll put some paint on it. The lights are low down here very frequently. Yeah, you're getting caught in it too now, see? It's all over you. Oh, these are going right in the trash. That's a shame too, because the lights are still good, but there's no saving these. This is so wasteful. There's no saving these. Everything else has reusable backings, reusable like mounting strips. There's literally no saving these things. This is terrible. This is awful. All right, enough complaining. Let's keep going. I'm trying to do it like when you take the Band-Aid off, the faster you rip it and hopefully you do less damage. And we even tried to put 3M strips in here so we wouldn't cause more damage. Like we call these strips up to try to make sure we wouldn't have this issue. Golly. Oh, come on. Not across here too. Oh boy, watch this. Oh boy. Well, you know what? That wasn't bad. Oh, that pulled all the drywall tape off. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. It just goes right to the paper. It doesn't even care about the paint. It takes the drywall paper right off. Oh, that makes me angry. That's rough. I mean, it's almost like they advertise this stuff. Oh, it's so easy to install and so easy to remove. Easy stick strips. It's like if my kid did this in a house, or I'm sorry, let's back this up. If we had done this to our rooms, you or I had done this to our rooms when we were kids, and they had to come down, and your dad or my dad walked in there and saw this. Ooh, that'd be a bad day for all of us. Oh my gosh. Because you probably would sell them on the fact, oh yeah, you can just take them right off when you're done. Ready for this? Okay. How much paper did I take? Oh my God. Oh, there's so many touch-ups. Look at this. There goes the paper. There's no reusing these. They got to go. That's it. What an absolute waste. I don't even know how I'm going to get them out of here because they got to go over. What was I thinking? Why'd you let me do this? Hey, hon, I think it'll be really cool to put light strips down here. Yeah, that sounds good too. What an idiot. And I got to get them over this. That's the problem.
Can you just cut it?
Yeah, what the heck? If I'm not going to keep them, I might as well cut it. So this is a waste. This is an unfortunate waste right here. I've been saying it all the time I've been taking them down, but maybe permanent installation if you have a place where you'd never ever take them down. But there's more drywall paper and paint on these than there is tacky strip, and kind of angry at myself for putting these up in the first place. But you know what? We can't be angry all day. Let's hang those new light strips. Okay, so this is where your job's going to be at because you are much skinnier than I am. I'm going to feed this down through here, and you'll have to go on the other side by the furnace and see if it comes out, and then we can just take this and plug that in. Okay, so what we did was we ended up using this fish tape. That's a drain line cleaner, and I fished it down there, and then my wife went back there because she's skinnier, she can fit that small area. She fed it up to me, so now we have our power going here. We're all plugged in, so when I plug it into the scones here, or the sconces, I keep calling them scones, that's okay, I must be hungry. When I plug them into the sconces there, we should be hot for power. Not like hot for power, like it should be hot. The power should be there. So I'm gonna do something. I don't wanna plug them in right now, but I have to because if I lose that power cord back down there, it is not a fun experience to go get it. So we're gonna do this, and we'll get ready to start hanging here. The problem is it's really heavy now. I'll probably, you know what, I can feed it. I got a nail in the wall here, come over here. So that'll hold that weight, but I can just do this, and that'll hold those. Okay, while I feed these up. Okay, and that's what they're gonna look like, right?
Nice.
Okay, and all right, ready for the first one? There's the first one. Now he's got to do that. There's 16 feet. Off we go. So far, these look actually really great. This is a lot nicer looking than those light strips, which made me feel like I was in a college dorm again. So I think we're doing good. Installation is not a challenging process. It's a little bit time consuming, but you're starting to see what it looks like when it comes together. This is the 16-foot version of it. They make a bigger one, they make a smaller one, and I'm hoping this is the first time I've used their actual, their stuff they use. There's these 3M pads in the back. I usually use my own, but these seem to be holding so far. Now, the problem is they will create the exact same issue I had when I go to pull them down, so I'll be swearing at these again in a few years. But I think this is already a more long-lasting solution than light strips. It also makes this look a lot better. It also says we need to dust badly.
Yeah.
Does it look so good? Mm-hmm. It's like the equivalent when you change out the shower curtain. You start up here, and by the time you're done at the end, your arm's going to give out. Where I hope we run to, which is right over the bathroom. Okay, that works. Wow, let me tell you, so far we have done no cleanup, no dusting, so please, literally pardon our dust. But this is exactly what I was hoping it would do. This downlight effect is already doing a better job of illuminating the hallway here, illuminating over this door here, and they look really cool actually. I haven't got them set up yet. This is like the pairing mode indicator, but wow, this is really awesome. The installation was super duper easy, although I do expect them to have a problem when I go to take them off in the future, but for right now, we're gonna ignore that. Don't look at my drywall work. But here, check this out real quick. Come with me. So, we'll start here. We go all the way around the corner here, back into the main area, and they look great. They really do. This is really cool. And you really see now, the issue with those light strips is you really couldn't see anything on the wall over here. Like, it shot light outwards. This shooting the light downwards is showing off all of our Final Fantasy classes, our Final Fantasy VI Perler collection over here, and all these awesome posters and some of our Blizzard stuff over there, since we don't play World of Warcraft anymore. But still, either way, you can see all this. This looks great. This is actually great. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks really great. I really like that.
Yeah, I really like this too. So I wanted to show real quick what they looked like without any other lights on down here. This is a lot of light, and it's a lot of useful light. That's the main thing. It's very useful light. This directional light is a lot better, and I'll get it set up. I'll go through all the different modes and everything, but these are these Govee, I'm going to make sure I tell you the right thing, what they're called. Govee string down lights. This is a great investment for me. I'm really excited I bought this. I might actually pick up another pair of these and put them somewhere else in the basement, because these are a lot better than light strips. Like, this does what I want a light strip to do, but it's so direct. Oh, it's so nice. I'm sorry. Okay, gather thoughts to me. Gather thoughts. I just really like these. What do you think?
Yeah, no, these look really professional looking.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It gives it that very high-end look.
Premium.
Yeah, premium look. So like I said, I don't get paid to endorse Govee stuff here, at least, so I bought these myself. This is not a promotional thing. Just wanted to show people what they look like in an actual space, and especially this unfinished basement, because people all the time complain about unfinished basements and how it looks horrible down here. You can make it look really nice with a few simple things. This lighting is definitely a huge upgrade. This is a game changer as far as I'm concerned down here. I'll turn all the other Govee stuff on right now, so you can kind of see it in unison. It can't find the light strips. I can't figure out why. So you can kind of get a quick look of what's going on down here. I don't miss those light strips already, but these down lights, they look great. They just really look great. Anyways, thanks for coming on that journey with me as we pulled down and did major damage to the drywall down here. Those old light strips. I don't think I'll be buying light strips pretty much ever again, especially after the mess they made down here. And a lot of it's my fault, I get that, but really, the old light strips, the old style light strips, I think are pretty much gone now. Stuff like this is definitely the future, because the price difference isn't that much more, and you get a heck of a lot better of a product that does, I guess you can say, a way better job of illuminating the area and not becoming such a nuisance. Now, I think some of the other light strips down here are going to start getting replaced with that as well, especially this one right here. I think those down lights would do a much better job, but that is a project for another day. Thanks for coming on this Govee journey with me. Check them out if you want. They're Govee down string lights. I recommend them. I endorse their stuff. I always love their Govee stuff. It's great. It's top quality. Never had issues with them, and we'll see you in the next basement game room improvement video. Thanks for watching.